All right, welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're diving into the luxurious world of body butter. We're talking about those super rich, hydrating creams, the kind that leave your skin feeling, I don't know, like $1 million.
Yeah, $1 million.
Yeah.
Forget those lightweight lotions. We're going deep into the world of body butters.
We're talking about the real deal here, the stuff that's whipped up from all natural ingredients, things like nuts and seeds and fruits. Today we're going to really understand what sets body butter apart and how it can totally transform your skin.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, we've really dug deep into the history and science behind body butters.
Yeah.
We really want to give you the full picture here.
Yeah, give the listeners everything they need.
From the ancient roots of body butter to all the different types that are out there and how they can benefit your skin.
Right, so they can really make informed choices about what they're putting on their bodies.
Exactly. And ultimately, we want you to feel confident, like you know how to use body butter to really take your skincare routine to the next level.
Yeah, because it's not just about slathering on any old cream, it's about understanding what works for you.
Right. Finding that perfect match for your skin.
Okay, so when we think about body butter, it seems like, kind of a modern invention, right? A modern luxury. But actually, the history of body butter goes way, way back.
Oh, absolutely. It's ancient. We're talking centuries, maybe even millennia.
Wow.
The practice of using natural butters from plants to protect and nourish the skin, it spans across so many different cultures, across the globe and across time.
Yeah, that's so interesting to think about these ancient traditions still being relevant today.
It is. And what's striking is how these different societies, often geographically separated, they all kind of stumbled upon the same thing, these potent properties of natural emollients.
Right, because back then they didn't have the same scientific understanding that we have today.
Exactly. But they knew it worked.
And they discovered that these natural substances could really soften and soothe the skin.
Yeah, it's really quite remarkable.
It is, and it's a testament to how effective these natural ingredients really are.
Absolutely. They stood the test of time.
Okay, so let's talk about some specific examples. Shea butter, for instance. It's everywhere these days, but I know it has a really unique origin story.
Yeah, shea butter is deeply rooted in West Africa. The shea tree, it's not just an ingredient there, it's a vital part of the ecosystem and the culture.
So it's more than just a beauty product.
Oh, much more. Traditionally, shea butter was used for so many things, not just skincare.
What else was it used for?
Well, cooking, for one. It was a staple ingredient in a lot of dishes.
Really? I had no idea.
And it played a crucial role in various traditional medicines.
Interesting. Makes sense, though. I mean, it's so rich and nourishing.
It is. And even hair care. They used shea butter to condition and style their hair.
I guess it's kind of like an all-in-one natural beauty product.
Pretty much. And what's truly fascinating is the traditional process of handcrafting shea butter.
How does that work?
It's been done for generations, often by women in these African communities. They carefully extract the butter from the shea nuts, using traditional methods that have been passed down through families for centuries.
So it's not just a product. It's a craft. It's a tradition.
Exactly. It's a way of life.
Hmm.
And it speaks to the cultural significance of shea butter in those regions.
It also highlights the economic importance, right? For these communities, it's a source of income.
Exactly. It's their livelihood.
Okay, so shea butter from Africa. Now let's move on to cocoa butter. And of course, when I hear cocoa butter, I immediately think of chocolate.
I think we all do. But you're right. It's deeply intertwined with the history of chocolate.
And that history goes way back, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Way back. We're talking ancient civilizations in the Americas, like the Aztecs and the Mayans.
Wow, so we're going back over 1,000 years.
Easily. As early as the first millennium AD, they were already using cocoa butter.
And they really valued it, didn't they?
They did. It was considered a precious substance, not just an ingredient.
Right, because it wasn't just about the taste of chocolate. They used it for other things too, right?
They did. They incorporated it into their rituals and ceremonies.
It was like a sacred ingredient almost.
Almost. And of course, it was a key part of their early forms of chocolate, which were very different from what we enjoy today.
Yeah, I imagine it was much more bitter and less sweet.
Much more. More like a drink than a solid bar. And it had spiritual significance.
Fascinating. And so how did cocoa butter make its way from ancient Mesoamerica to the rest of the world?
Well, it wasn't until much later, with the arrival of European colonizers, that cocoa butter and chocolate in general really began to spread globally.
So it was through trade and exploration.
Exactly. And it slowly but surely became a prized ingredient worldwide.
Okay, now we've talked about shea butter from Africa, cocoa butter from the Americas. What about mango butter? I'm less familiar with its history.
Our mango butter has a strong presence in South Asia, where, as you might guess,
Hmm.
mangoes are abundant.
Yeah, mango trees everywhere. Makes sense.
It's extracted from the kernels of the mango fruit, and it's been used for centuries in that region.
So, what were the traditional uses for mango butter?
Well, primarily for its moisturizing properties. It was used to soothe and hydrate dry skin.
Makes sense. Mangoes are so juicy and hydrating, you'd think the butter would be too.
And they also used it for hair care, just like with shea butter, to condition and soften the hair.
I'm seeing a theme here with the natural hair care.
Definitely. And mango butter was even used to help heal minor wounds. So it has that soothing, protective quality.
Wow, that's really interesting. It seems like they really understood the power of natural ingredients.
They did. And it's amazing how these traditions have persisted through time.
And it really speaks to the current trend, this resurgence of interest in natural and organic skincare.
It does. People are rediscovering the wisdom of these ancient practices.
And there's a growing awareness, too, of where these ingredients come from, how they're sourced.
Definitely. Consumers are becoming more conscious of sustainability and ethical sourcing.
And it's beautiful to see, these ancient traditions meeting modern values.
It is. It's a perfect blend of old and new.
Okay, so we've talked about the history, the origins of these different body butters. Let's dig into the specifics now, the nitty-gritty of what they actually are. What are the main types of body butter that we should be aware of?
Well, the big three that you'll come across most often are shea butter, cocoa butter, and mango butter.
The trifecta.
Exactly. But there are a few others that deserve a mention too, like kokum butter, avocado butter, and kupwaka butter.
Okay, so I've got our main players and then some up-and-comers.
Yeah, kind of like a beauty all-star team. And each one brings its own unique set of benefits to the table.
All right, so let's break it down, starting with shea butter. We talked about its history, but what makes it so special in terms of skincare?
Well, shea butter is packed with good stuff. It's rich in vitamins A, E, and F.
A, E, and F. Okay, so already ticking off some important boxes there.
And it's got a high concentration of fatty acids, which are super important for your skin's health.
And these fatty acids, they help to moisturize, right?
They do. They act as emollients, which means they help to soften and smooth the skin. They also create a barrier on the skin surface to help prevent moisture loss.
So it's not just hydrating, it's helping your skin hold on to that hydration.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a protective shield.
And you mentioned vitamins A and E, those are antioxidants, right?
They are. Antioxidants are crucial for fighting free radical damage, which can lead to premature aging.
So shea butter is kind of like an anti-aging superhero.
In a way, yeah. It's helping to protect your skin from those environmental stressors that can cause wrinkles and fine lines.
Okay, so shea butter is a great moisturizer. It's got antioxidants. What else is it good for?
Well, shea butter also has anti-inflammatory properties.
Right, we talked about that earlier.
So it's great for calming irritated skin. Think about conditions like eczema and psoriasis.
So it's not just for dry skin, it can actually help with those more serious skin conditions.
Exactly. It can provide relief and help to soothe those flare-ups.
And I've also heard that shea butter is good for healing. Like if you have a minor cut or a burn.
That's right. It can help to speed up the healing process and reduce scarring.
Wow, so it really is an all-rounder. Okay, let's move on to cocoa butter. Beyond its amazing chocolatey scent, what makes it such a good choice for skincare?
Well, like shea butter, cocoa butter is also super hydrating. It's packed with fatty acids.
Right, that seems to be a key ingredient in all these body butters.
It is. And those fatty acids work to create a protective barrier on the skin, which helps to lock in moisture.
So it's really good for people with dry skin.
Especially dry skin, or even cracked skin. Cocoa butter can really help to soften and restore that moisture balance.
I've also heard that it's often recommended for pregnant women.
You're right. That's because it's known for its ability to help prevent stretch marks.
So those fatty acids are helping to keep the skin elastic and prevent those tears.
Exactly. And it can also help to reduce the appearance of existing stretch marks.
So it's not just preventative, it can actually help to improve the appearance of those marks.
Exactly. And on top of all that, cocoa butter is also rich in antioxidants.
So fighting free radicals, just like shea butter.
Yeah, helping to protect the skin from damage and premature aging.
So shea butter and cocoa butter, both great for hydration, both have antioxidants. What sets them apart?
Well, cocoa butter tends to have a richer, denser texture than shea butter.
So if you're looking for something really heavy duty, cocoa butter is the way to go.
Yeah, if you need that extra intense hydration, cocoa butter is a good choice.
Okay, and now let's talk about mango butter. We mentioned that it's traditionally used in South Asia, but what are its key benefits for skincare?
Mango butter is really interesting because it's a bit lighter than shea butter or cocoa butter.
So if you're not a fan of that really thick, heavy feeling, mango butter might be a good option.
Definitely. It absorbs really quickly into the skin and it doesn't leave that greasy residue.
So it's still moisturizing, but without that heavy feeling.
Exactly. It's perfect for those who want effective hydration without that weighed down sensation.
And what about its nutrient profile? Does mango butter have vitamins and antioxidants like the other two?
It does. Mango butter is a good source of vitamins A, C, and E.
So we've got our antioxidant power again with vitamin E.
Yeah, it's there helping to protect the skin from free radicals.
And vitamin C is great for brightening the skin, right?
It is. It can help to even out skin tone and reduce the appearance of hyperpigmentation.
So mango butter is hydrating, it's got antioxidants, it's brightening. What else is it good for?
Well, mango butter is also known for its softening properties. It can help to smooth the rough patches and reduce the appearance of fine lines.
So it's kind of like a multitasker.
Exactly. It's a great all-around moisturizer.
Okay, so we've covered our big three. What about those other body butters you mentioned? Kokum, avocado, and kupwaku. What makes those unique?
Cocoa butter is really interesting because it has a very light, almost dry texture.
Dry, so it's not greasy at all.
Not at all. It absorbs super quickly,
Mm,
and it's often used in lip balms and other products where you don't want that greasy feeling.
I could see that being really popular, especially in the summer.
It is. And it's also known for its healing properties.
What kind of healing properties?
It can help to soothe irritated skin, heal minor wounds, and even reduce the appearance of scars.
Wow, so it's like a gentle healer.
Yeah, kind of. Now, avocado butter is completely different.
Okay, how so?
Well, avocado butter is super rich and creamy.
I can imagine. Avocados are so creamy themselves.
It's packed with vitamins A, D, and E.
So it's like a nutritional powerhouse for your skin
It is. It's deeply moisturizing, and it's great for mature or sensitive skin.
because it's so gentle and nourishing.
Exactly. And it also has anti-inflammatory properties, so it can help to calm irritation and redness.
So it's kind of like the ultimate soothing butter.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. And finally, we have Cupuacu butter.
Okay, tell me about Kupwaku.
Cupuacu butter is from the Amazon rainforest.
Oh, exotic.
It's known for its incredible ability to retain moisture.
Super hydrator.
Yeah, it can hold up to 4 times its weight in water.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is. And it also helps to improve skin elasticity and protect against environmental damage.
So it's kind of like a shield against the elements.
Yeah, it helps to keep your skin healthy and resilient.
Okay, so we've got all these amazing body butters, each with its own unique set of benefits. How does someone actually choose the right one for their skin? It can feel a bit overwhelming.
Well, the first step is to think about your skin type.
Right. Dry, oily, combination, sensitive.
Exactly. If you have dry skin, you're going to want a richer, heavier butter like shea or cocoa.
Something that will really lock in that moisture.
Exactly. But if you have oily or acne-prone skin, you might want to choose a lighter butter, like mango or kokum.
Something that won't clog your pores.
Right. And then think about any specific concerns you have.
Like if you're trying to reduce the appearance of stretch marks or scars.
Or if you have eczema or psoriasis.
So do your research, look at the different properties of each butter.
And don't be afraid to experiment.
Yeah, try a few different ones until you find the perfect match for your skin.
Exactly. It's all about finding what works for you.
Okay, so we've talked about the history, the different types. Now let's talk about the why. Why should someone incorporate body butter into their skincare routine? What are the benefits?
Well, the main benefit, as we've touched on, is deep, intense moisturization.
Body butters are known for that. They're like the heavy hitters of the moisturizer world.
And that deep moisturization is not just about feeling good, it's about skin health.
Right, because hydrated skin is healthy skin.
Exactly. When your skin is properly hydrated, it's more resilient, it's better able to protect itself from environmental damage.
So it's kind of like building up your skin's defenses.
Yeah, exactly. And body butters are also great for healing.
We talked about that a little bit with the individual butters, but in general, how do they promote healing?
Well, many body butters contain vitamins A and E, which are known for their healing properties.
And those vitamins can help to repair damaged skin, right?
They can. They can help to soothe irritation, reduce redness, and even fade scars.
So if you have a cut or a scrape or a sunburn, body butter can help it heal faster.
Exactly. And it can also help to prevent those injuries from scarring.
So it's kind of like a first aid kit for your skin.
Yeah, in a way. And we can't forget about the anti-aging benefits.
Right, we've talked about antioxidants, but how do those actually work to prevent aging?
Well, antioxidants help to neutralize free radicals.
Free radicals. Remind me what those are again.
Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage cells. They're caused by things like pollution, UV radiation, and even just the natural aging process.
Because they're kind of like little aggressors attacking our skin.
That's a good way to put it. And antioxidants are like the defenders. They neutralize those free radicals and protect our cells from damage.
So by using body butter with antioxidants, we're helping to protect our skin from premature aging.
Exactly. We're helping to prevent wrinkles, fine lines, and age spots.
So body butter is like a time machine for our skin, keeping it looking youthful and healthy.
It's a good analogy. And on top of all that, body butter can also help to improve skin texture.
In what way?
Well, the rich emollients in body butter can help to smooth out rough patches, soften dry spots, and even reduce the appearance of cellulite.
So it's not just about hydration, it's about making your skin look and feel smoother and more even.
Exactly. It's about giving your skin that healthy glow.
Okay, I'm sold. Now, for those listeners who are feeling a bit adventurous, who want to try their hand at DIY beauty, what are the essential ingredients for making homemade body butter?
Well, the foundation of any good body butter is, of course, the butter itself.
Right, shea, cocoa, mango, all those good things we've been talking about.
You can use just one type of butter, or you can blend them together to create your own custom blend.
So, like shea and mango for a lighter butter, or
Right.
cocoa and shea for something super rich?
Exactly. Get creative with it.
Okay, so we got our butter base. What else do we need?
Carrier oils are essential.
Carrier oils, what do those do?
Carrier oils help to dilute the butter, making it easier to apply and absorb.
So they're kind of like the vehicle for the butter.
That's a good way to put it. And they also bring their own set of benefits to the table.
What kind of benefits?
Well, different carrier oils have different properties. Some are great for moisturizing, some are anti-inflammatory, some are good for acne-prone skin.
So you can choose your carrier oils based on your specific needs.
Exactly. And some of the most popular carrier oils for body butter are coconut oil, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, and argan oil.
Okay, those are all familiar names. I've seen them in a lot of skincare products.
They're all great choices for body butter. Coconut oil is really hydrating and has a nice tropical scent. Jojoba oil is similar to the skin's natural sebum, so it absorbs really well. Sweet almond oil is packed with vitamins and is really good for soothing sensitive skin. And argan oil is a luxurious oil that's great for anti-aging.
So you've got your butter, you've got your carrier oils, and then the fun part, essential oils.
Yes, essential oils are the cherry on top.
They add fragrance, but they also have other benefits, right?
Definitely. Essential oils are derived from plants, and they have a wide range of therapeutic properties.
Like what?
Well, lavender oil is really calming and relaxing. Peppermint oil is invigorating and can help to relieve muscle aches. Tea tree oil is antibacterial and great for acne-prone skin.
So you can customize your body butter with essential oils to target specific concerns or just to create a scent you love.
Exactly. You can even blend different essential oils together to create your own unique aroma.
It's like creating your own personal aromatherapy experience.
Exactly. It's a way to personalize your body butter and make it truly your own.
Okay, so we've got our butter, our carrier oils, our essential oils. Anything else we can add to our homemade body butter?
Well, there are a few other ingredients that can be beneficial.
Like what?
Aloe vera gel is a great addition. It's really soothing and hydrating.
So if you have dry or irritated skin, aloe vera can help to calm it down.
Exactly. And vitamin E oil is a good addition too.
What does vitamin E oil do?
Vitamin E oil is a natural preservative, so it can help to extend the shelf life of your body butter. It's also a powerful antioxidant, so it's good for protecting your skin from damage.
So it's like a 2-for-1 ingredient.
Yeah, pretty much. And finally, you can add beeswax to your body butter if you want to give it a thicker consistency.
So it's like a natural thickener.
Exactly. It can also help to create a protective barrier on the skin.
Okay, so we've got all our ingredients. Now let's talk about those essential oils in a bit more detail. How do we choose the right ones for our needs, and how do we add them to our body butter?
Well, when it comes to choosing essential oils, it really depends on your personal preferences and any specific concerns you want to address.
Right, so if I want something relaxing, I might choose lavender. If I want something energizing, I might choose citrus.
Exactly. And you can always research different essential oils and their properties to see what might be beneficial for you.
Are there any blends that you particularly like?
Oh, there are so many. But a few of my favorites are lavender and chamomile for relaxation, peppermint and eucalyptus for invigoration, and tea tree and lavender for blemish-prone skin.
So you can really get creative with it.
Absolutely. And when it comes to adding essential oils to your body butter, it's important to use the right amount.
How much should we add?
A good rule of thumb is to add about 10–15 drops of essential oil per ounce of body butter.
But always err on the side of caution, right?
Definitely. You can always add more if you want a stronger scent, but you can't take it out once it's in there.
Okay, so start small and work your way up.
Exactly. And always mix the essential oils into the body butter thoroughly to ensure they're evenly distributed.
Okay, we've made our beautiful, fragrant body butter. Now, how do we apply it to really get the most out of it? Any special techniques?
Well, the best time to apply body butter is right after you shower or bathe while your skin is still damp,
Why is that?
because damp skin absorbs moisture better, so your body butter will be more effective.
So it's like giving your skin a double dose of hydration.
Exactly. And when you apply your body butter, use gentle circular motions to massage it into your skin.
So don't just slather it on, really take your time and work it in.
Exactly. And focus on those areas that tend to be drier, like your elbows, knees, and heels.
I love the idea of incorporating a mini massage into my body butter routine.
It's a great way to pamper yourself and make the experience more enjoyable.
And what about using body butter for specific concerns like eczema or psoriasis?
Well, body butter can be really helpful for those conditions because it's so moisturizing and soothing.
But it's not a cure, right?
No, it's not a cure, but it can help to manage the symptoms and provide relief.
So it's like an extra layer of care for your skin.
Exactly. And if you do have eczema or psoriasis, it's best to choose a body butter that's unscented and made with gentle, natural ingredients.
So no harsh chemicals or fragrances that could irritate the skin.
Right. And when you apply the body butter, use a gentle patting motion rather than rubbing, which can further irritate the skin.
Okay, so gentle and consistent application is key.
It is. And speaking of consistency, how often should someone use body butter?
That's a good question. Is it a daily thing or a once-a-week treat?
It really depends on your skin's needs and the climate you live in.
So if you live in a dry climate, you might need to use it more often.
Exactly. And if you have dry skin, you might want to use it daily.
But if your skin is already pretty hydrated, you can probably get away with using it a few times a week.
Yeah, just listen to your skin and adjust your routine as needed.
Okay, so we've talked about how to choose the right body butter, how to make it, how to apply it. Now, let's address some of those common myths and FAQs that people often have about body butter.
Yeah, let's bust some myths.
Okay, myth number 1. Body butter is only for people with super dry skin. True or false?
False. While body butter is amazing for dry skin, it can benefit all skin types.
Really? Even oily skin?
Even oily skin, you just have to choose the right kind of body butter.
So maybe a lighter formula with mango butter or kokum butter?
Exactly. There's a body butter out there for everyone.
Okay, myth number 2. Body butter will clog your pores and cause breakouts. True or false?
Mostly false. Some body butters can be comedogenic, which means they can clog pores.
But not all of them.
No, not all of them. Pure shea butter, for example, is actually non-comedogenic.
So it really depends on the ingredients.
It does.
Yeah.
If you're concerned about breakouts, look for body butters that are labeled non-comedogenic or oil-free.
And always do a patch test before using a new product on your whole body, right?
Always a good idea. Better safe than sorry.
Okay, myth number 3. All body butters are basically the same. True or false?
Definitely false.
Yeah.
We've already talked about how different body butters can be, from their texture to their benefits.
Right. Shea butter is great for healing. Cocoa butter is good for stretch marks. Mango butter is super light and absorbs quickly.
Exactly. So don't just grab any old body butter off the shelf. Do your research and find one that's right for your needs.
Okay, now let's move on to some FAQs. First one. Can you use body butter on your face?
It's generally not recommended to use body butter on your face,
Why not?
because body butters are formulated for the thicker skin on your body, and they could be too heavy for the delicate skin on your face.
So they could potentially clog your pores and cause breakouts.
Exactly. But if you have a very dry patch on your face, you could try using a tiny amount of a non-comedogenic body butter as a spot treatment.
But for your regular facial skincare routine, stick to products that are specifically formulated for the face.
Agreed. Okay, next FAQ. How often should you use body butter?
We touched on this earlier, but maybe we can give a more specific answer.
If you have very dry skin, you might want to use body butter daily especially after showering or bathing.
But if your skin is not super dry, a few times a week might be enough.
Exactly. And you can always adjust your usage based on how your skin feels.
Okay, last FAQ. Does body butter expire?
Yes, body butter does expire.
How long does it last?
It depends on the ingredients and how it's stored.
So, a homemade body butter without preservatives might only last a few months.
Right. But a commercially produced body butter with preservatives could last for a year or more.
So, always check the expiration date on the label.
And if you notice any changes in the color, texture, or smell of your body butter, it's probably time to toss it.
Okay, that's really helpful information. So, to wrap up our deep dive into body butter, what are the key takeaways for our listeners?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that body butter is an amazing way to pamper your skin and keep it healthy and hydrated.
It's not just a luxury, it's an essential part of a good skincare routine.
Exactly. And there are so many different types of body butter out there, so you can find one that's perfect for your skin type and your needs.
Whether you choose to buy it or make it yourself, body butter is a gift for your skin.
Absolutely. And it's a great way to indulge in some self-care and show your skin some love.
Well said. And on that note, we're going to leave you with this final thought. As you go about your day, think about the ancient traditions we've discussed, the wisdom that's been passed down through generations about the power of natural ingredients. Consider how you can incorporate that wisdom into your own life, whether it's through using body butter, trying other natural skincare remedies, or simply being more mindful of the products you put on your skin. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep diving deep.